Welcome to our channel. We're so glad you're here. Before we dive into today's video, we'd love to know where you're watching from. Drop a comment below and let us know. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our next special video coming tomorrow. We have some exciting content lined up that you won't want to miss. Your support means a lot to us, and we can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. Let's get started. 7 hidden dangers of nursing homes you won't believe. Moving into a nursing home is a decision that many people consider as they age, believing it to be the safest and most practical option. However, what many don't realize is that this choice comes with hidden risks, particularly when it comes to financial strain. Nursing homes can be incredibly expensive, with fees that often reach several $1,000s a month and can easily exceed $100,000 a year. While these facilities provide meals, medical care, and help with daily activities, the costs can quickly drain savings, limit financial freedom, and leave seniors with little control over their own money. One of the biggest surprises for many is the long-term cost. Many people assume that Medicare will cover these expenses, but in reality, it only pays for short-term rehabilitation, not long-term care. This means that most seniors are forced to pay out of pocket for nursing home services until they qualify for Medicaid, which typically requires spending down nearly all personal assets. For many, this can mean losing the ability to leave an inheritance, keep their homes, or maintain their financial security beyond the basic costs. In addition to the basic monthly fees, hidden charges can quickly add up. Many nursing homes charge extra for private rooms, special diets, physical therapy, and even basic personal care items. These costs are not always explained up front, and families can be hit with unexpected bills. For example, if a resident needs specialized medical care, expenses can skyrocket, sometimes doubling what they initially expected to pay. The financial burden becomes even more significant when seniors lose control of their finances entirely. In some cases, nursing homes or court-appointed guardians take over the financial decisions of residents who are deemed unable to manage their own affairs. This loss of control over one's money can be overwhelming. Once a senior moves into a nursing home, they may find that their financial decisions are no longer their own. This can make it difficult to access personal funds, control spending, or even decide how their money is used. For someone like Richard, an 80-year-old man who was shocked by how fast his savings disappeared after moving into a nursing home, the reality of these hidden costs became painfully clear. He lost nearly half of his savings in just 1 year. Before committing to a nursing home, it's crucial to understand these financial risks and explore all available options. Once your money is gone, it can be very hard to get it back, and by then, it might be too late to change the decision. While many people believe that moving into a nursing home will help fight loneliness by providing social interaction with other residents, the reality is often quite different. In fact, loneliness and emotional isolation are two of the most common struggles that seniors face in these facilities. It's easy to assume that being surrounded by people means you won't feel lonely. But the truth is, many nursing home residents report feeling more isolated than ever before. This sense of isolation often stems from the lack of deep, meaningful relationships. Despite scheduled group activities, it's difficult for some residents to connect with others on a personal level, especially if they struggle with mobility, hearing loss, or memory issues. The emotional toll of loneliness can be devastating. In a nursing home, residents often feel cut off from the world they once knew, separated from family, friends, and the familiar surroundings that made them feel at home. One of the biggest shocks comes when family visits, which seniors rely on for emotional support, become less frequent. Loved ones may live far away, have busy schedules, or believe that the nursing home is providing enough care, assuming their loved one doesn't need as much attention. For many, the long days between visits become unbearable. Though phone calls and video chats can help, they can never fully replace the warmth and comfort of in-person connection. Take Carol, for example. At 78, Carol had lived alone for many years, but maintained a strong social circle with neighbors, friends, and a church group. When she moved into a nursing home, she expected to feel even more connected, but the opposite happened. She found herself surrounded by unfamiliar faces, and the scheduled activities didn't foster genuine friendships. Instead of having meaningful conversations, she was left feeling like a visitor in her own life. The lack of social connection left her deeply sad and lonely, feelings she never expected to experience in what was supposed to be a caring and supportive environment. The emotional impact of loneliness isn't just about feeling sad. Studies show that prolonged loneliness can significantly affect physical health, raising the risk of heart disease, memory loss, and even shortening life expectancy. The harsh reality is that nursing homes, despite offering a roof and basic care, can sometimes create an environment that exacerbates loneliness, leaving seniors more isolated than before. As we've seen, loneliness and financial strain often go hand in hand. When a senior's money runs out due to nursing home costs, they might feel trapped with no way to change their situation. While many people move into a nursing home with the hope that it will help them stay healthy and active, the reality is often the opposite. Nursing homes, despite providing basic medical care, can actually accelerate physical decline rather than prevent it. You might assume that with professional care, seniors would stay in better physical condition, but the truth is that many residents face a decline in their mobility and strength due to a lack of physical activity. This decline starts with something as simple as spending most of the day sitting, whether in a chair, a wheelchair, or lying in bed. Unlike living at home, where daily chores and errands naturally encourage movement, nursing homes often operate on strict schedules, and movement is not a priority. This lack of movement is more than just inconvenient. It can lead to serious consequences. Over time, muscles weaken, joints stiffen, and seniors experience an overall decline in strength and balance. Without regular physical activity, seniors are more susceptible to falls, injuries, and further physical complications. It's a vicious cycle. As mobility decreases, so does the ability to maintain independence. For many, something as basic as standing up from a chair or walking short distances becomes an impossible task. Take James, for example. At 82, he was an active and independent man who enjoyed light exercise and preparing his own meals. However, after moving into a nursing home following a minor surgery, everything changed. James found himself sitting for long periods, eating meals that he didn't choose, and receiving little encouragement to move. Within months, his legs became weaker. He lost weight, and standing up from a chair became a struggle. The loss of mobility was so rapid that he eventually needed a walker, something he never had to use before. The lack of personalized care is another key issue. While some nursing homes offer group exercise classes, they are often general and not tailored to each resident's specific needs. Many seniors need strength training, stretching, or balance exercises to stay active, but without these, their physical condition worsens quickly. Additionally, the quality of food in many nursing homes is subpar, with meals lacking the essential vitamins and minerals needed to maintain strength and vitality. This poor nutrition, combined with inactivity, accelerates the physical decline. Nursing homes promise safety and medical supervision, but if they don't promote regular movement and provide proper nutrition, they can actually speed up physical deterioration, leaving seniors in worse condition than before they moved in. While physical decline in nursing homes is a serious issue, there's another hidden danger that many families overlook: the high risk of neglect or mistreatment. Despite the belief that nursing homes offer constant, attentive care, the reality is far different for many residents. With overworked and understaffed facilities, many seniors find themselves waiting for assistance with basic needs, sometimes for hours. This delay in care can lead to frustration, discomfort, and even more serious medical problems. The truth is, when there aren't enough staff members to properly care for each resident, the quality of care suffers. Take Helen's story. At 79, Helen moved into a nursing home expecting attentive care after a surgery, but quickly realized that the help she needed wasn't always available. Some days, her requests were answered promptly, but other days, she had to wait for hours just to be assisted with simple tasks like getting out of bed or using the restroom. The frustration of waiting for help added to her emotional distress, and the lack of consistent care began to take a toll on her well-being. In many nursing homes, residents are assigned to staff members who are responsible for caring for dozens of residents, which means important needs like personal hygiene, medication administration, or even basic companionship are often overlooked. This lack of attention is not only emotionally draining, but it can also have severe consequences for the resident's health. Basic needs like maintaining hygiene or taking the right medications on time are essential for seniors. But in understaffed facilities, these crucial tasks can be neglected. Residents who can't speak up for themselves may be left without the care they need. And in the worst cases, neglect can escalate into more serious harm, both physically and emotionally. This can result in injuries, infections, or even long term complications that could have been easily avoided with proper attention. The most chilling part of this issue is that neglect often goes unnoticed, especially when family members are not actively checking in. Many families trust that their loved ones are being well cared for, but they only realize something is wrong when it's too late. While most caregivers genuinely want to help, stress and exhaustion from being overworked can lead to situations where residents are ignored, mistreated, or even handled roughly. The lack of supervision and staff in nursing homes means that neglect and mistreatment, unfortunately, happen more often than most people realize. When choosing a nursing home, it's crucial to do thorough research. Look at staffing levels, read resident reviews, and talk to families who have loved ones in the facility. Even the best rated homes can fall short when it comes to providing the level of care that seniors deserve. Neglect is an unsettling reality, and it's a risk that many families never think about until it's too late. One of the most heartbreaking aspects of moving into a nursing home is the loss of independence. Seniors who have spent their entire lives making their own decisions and living on their own terms suddenly find themselves under the control of a strict, impersonal system. In a nursing home, many of the choices you once made for yourself, when to wake up, what to eat, how to spend your day, are now decided by someone else. For many, this sudden loss of autonomy can feel incredibly disheartening and frustrating. While the intent is to provide care and structure, it often comes at the cost of personal freedom. This loss of control is not just about making small decisions, it affects the very essence of daily life. For instance, meals are scheduled at set times with limited menu options, leaving residents with little to no say in what they eat. The daily activities are often chosen for them, whether they want to participate or not. If a resident enjoys a slow morning routine, perhaps having breakfast at their own pace or reading the newspaper, those simple pleasures can quickly disappear, replaced by rigid schedules that feel more like a prison than a home. Take Robert's story. At 81, Robert had lived independently for years, enjoying the freedom to make his own choices. But after a fall, his family convinced him to move into a nursing home for safety. What he didn't expect was how much he would miss the small freedoms he once had, deciding when to go to bed, picking out his meals, or simply walking outside when he felt like it. Suddenly, these daily choices were no longer his. He felt trapped, not because he wasn't being cared for, but because he had lost the ability to live life on his terms. The emotional toll of this loss is profound. For many seniors, independence is not just about being able to make choices, it's about maintaining a sense of dignity and self-worth. When those choices are taken away, it can lead to feelings of helplessness and depression. Seniors who once enjoyed a high degree of autonomy may struggle to adjust to the reality of having their decisions made for them. This loss of independence doesn't happen overnight, but it builds over time, eroding the sense of self that many seniors have spent years cultivating. If maintaining control over your life is important to you, it's worth exploring other living arrangements that offer support without stripping away your ability to manage your own daily activities. Assisted living communities, in-home care, or even shared housing with a caregiver might provide the help needed while still allowing for the independence that is so crucial for emotional well-being. Losing independence doesn't have to be part of aging, and it's essential to consider alternatives before making the decision to move into a nursing home. We'd love to hear your thoughts on today's video. Moving into a nursing home is a big decision, and we know that everyone's situation is unique. Have you or a loved one ever considered a nursing home, or perhaps had experiences that made you rethink that choice. What were the factors that influenced your decision, and what challenges did you face? We invite you to share your personal stories or thoughts on the risks and benefits of nursing home care. Is it truly the best option as we age? Or are there alternative solutions that better support independence and quality of life? Maybe you found other living arrangements that worked better. Or maybe you're still exploring options for yourself or a loved one. Your experiences and insights could help others who are facing similar decisions. Please take a moment to comment below and let us know where you stand on this important topic. Do you agree with the points we made in the video? Or do you have a different perspective? We'd love to engage in a meaningful conversation with you. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Your support helps us continue creating content that matters to you.